Welcome to the Big Red Wolf Report here on Arizona Sports 98.7 FM and ArizonaSports.com. I'm Ron Wolfley. Here on the Big Red Wolf Report, we consider the game that will be for the Arizona Cardinals by pulling it through the prism of the game that was. And the game that was in Seattle did not go well for Big Red. They lost their second game of the season, 19-3. Now they give thanks for the opportunity to get their 10th win of the season as they travel to Atlanta to take on the Falcons, which brings us to Big Red point number one. The Cards have got to find a way to run the football. Seattle's defense has been solid against the run this season, but they have been blown up from time to time. Brandon Mebane was the Seahawks' best run stuffer, and he didn't play against Arizona, but that didn't mean the Cardinals could run the ball. They struggled. Even though Seattle jammed the box in run-down situations, the Cards averaged only 2.5 yards per carry. Not good enough. If the Cards don't find a way to run the ball efficiently enough to make opposing front sevens bite on play action, their prospects of going far in the playoffs are not good. Atlanta is in the bottom third of the league in rush defense, and this weekend would be a perfect time for the Cards to find their run legs. They have a hard time stopping the run unless they load up their blunderbuss and jam up the box, which they have been able to do, but it makes them susceptible to play action. And like the blunderbuss, this has a tendency to backfire. Michael Bush was recently signed, and he could provide muscle in the backfield BA is looking for, and I expect him to play on Sunday. Big Red point number two. Drew Stanton must not continue to throw picks. This is trending poorly. Random interceptions are going to happen to any quarterback. Isn't that right, Peyton Manning and Tom Brady? But Stanton has now thrown 3 consecutive interceptions since the first quarter of the Lions game. He needs to get back on track and protect the ball. The Falcons' defense is struggling, but the one thing they do well is take the ball away from you. There are only 4 teams in the league that take the ball away more than the Atlanta Falcons. And 12 of their 21 takeaways has come via interceptions. Desmond Trufant has 2. Robert Alford has 3, and safety Camille Ishmael has 4. They have some ball hawks in that secondary. That is indisputable. Big Red point number 3, create big plays. The Falcons secondary has gone up in flames like a chain smoker in a November cornfield. They're number 32 against the pass and number 31 in passing yards allowed per play. Only one other team in the league has given up more passing plays of 40 yards or more than the Falcons. Last week, the Cardinals struggled to generate any offense and had only 2 plays over 20 yards. BA is a big believer in chunk throws and admits how difficult it can be to score in the NFL without big plays during a possession. Whether it's Andre Ellington on a run or a screen or a slant, or Michael Floyd down the sideline, or Smokey John Brown down the middle of the field, Drew Stanton and the Cards need to find ways to make big plays happen. The Atlanta Falcons don't have a lot to be thankful for this season, but at 4-7, they can be thankful. They're in the NFC South. They're in first place. Although this is fortuitous for the Falcons, like the Pilgrims landing on Plymouth Rock, the harsh reality of not having a defense has dampened Atlanta's playoff aspirations. Nonetheless, they have a chance to still host a playoff game. For Arizona Sports 98.7 FM and ArizonaSports.com, I'm Ron Wolfley, hoping your blunderbuss never backfires. Happy Thanksgiving.